So if someone is starting and they're a new brand, I don't think that they have a lot of budget to spend. I think they want to test out their product with a 2 to 3,000 per month ad spend at the beginning. You don't need to do like big kind of process to create a lot, but you can start with creating maybe 15, 20 creatives a month, 10 to 20, basically putting them out there to test the angles.
Auntie,
John?
we have a guest tonight. His name is Talal. Hi, Talal.
Hey guys.
Hi. Can you introduce yourself to our audience?
Okay, so I am Talal Abul Shamat. I live in Lisbon, Portugal. I am half Belgian, half Syrian. And I have an e-commerce growth agency. We do customer acquisition services and customer retention services. I've been in the business for almost 6 years. The agency has been for almost 4 years. And yeah, grinding every day.
Yeah, that's great. So when you're saying customer acquisition and customer retention, you mean Facebook ads, TikTok ads for acquisition, and probably like Klaviyo for email marketing for retention. What is your structure there? Like, what is your expertise?
Perfect. Yeah, so exactly what you said. I started calling them like this. The acquisition part is mainly the social media ads, so Meta, TikTok, Snapchat, Twitter, Rumble ads, YouTube ads.
You do all of those?
Yes, we do all of
Okay.
those according to what client. But our expertise is Meta and TikTok, and you know the biggest platform of all is, in my opinion, Meta. So Meta, so social media in the acquisition part and retention with Klaviyo mostly. We are Klaviyo partners. So email marketing, SMS marketing, push notification as well. Loyalty, subscription services, all of that.
That's great. And how you got into like this niche? Like how you started? Like did you start as a freelancer? Like what's your background?
So I was so quickly. My quick story is that I was working in the Gulf actually, and I wanted to go and study again. I studied already something called MIS, Management Information Systems. I never worked in that field. I worked in events, and I loved events and marketing. So I wanted to study marketing again. I applied to Europe and I went to Brussels. This was like 12 years ago or something. And worked in Brussels, went to Brussels, started studying. While studying, I started, while studying and working as a student again, I was washing dishes while listening to Amazon FBA. Like, what is Amazon FBA? If you remember that, when it was actually kind of booming. And then drop shipping. What is drop shipping? Started learning that. And I actually started drop shipping stores with some friends as a partner, quick partner, learned how to, do marketing. I think as a lot of agency owners start with, and it worked well. But I always wanted to do my own stuff. And then I realized the agency model, right? Which is like, oh, if you're doing this with yourself, why don't you do it for other brands? So I started as a freelancer, Meta ads mostly. I like to do design. I think I'm a kind of creative person, so I learned Photoshop when I was young. So I started, designing ads in Canva and stuff for clients as a freelancer, doing ads, media buying. It worked out, and I'm seeing the results, and then started hiring, the team to help me with the whole process. And now we are around 25 plus team members, and we have these two services because I realized that it's not only about, the funnel of acquisition. Okay, how can we optimize retention to make more money for our clients? Yeah.
So right now you are like 25 people in the agency?
Around, 20 to 25, yeah.
Okay.
Not full
That's
time, not all full time. Some are full time,
okay.
some are contract based, some are hourly based.
Okay,
Okay,
that's
and
good.
how involved are you in the business? Because you were a freelancer 6 years ago, I assume for 2 years, and then like you start the agency. So you probably like your expertise was media buying and like the creatives, I suppose, right?
Yeah, yes, I would say more media buying. Creatives, yes, but when someone is doing everything, I wasn't an amazing designer,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, okay, we can understand. Like, but there are tools that you can make something like really great, especially like if you are a media buyer, working as a freelancer. Sometimes you have to do a lot of things. Like,
Yeah.
Andy, Andy used to work like this way as a freelancer, and still is. And in the beginning, he had to do everything.
Yes, in the beginning,
100%.
like to retain the clients, you had to do them email marketing for retention that you did. I remember like having
Yeah.
my first client from Upwork. He paid me like 700 euros, which for me back then in 2020, it was like the COVID period. So it was a lot. So I was thinking like, wow, it's so a lot of money. So we have to find a way to bring money to retain this money that we bring. And I was doing everything. And then I realized like it's better to specialize in something and to focus on something because other clients is gonna come. I cannot like keep all the clients that they're coming because some clients they don't have a good product. Some clients they think like me, I am a magician and I can do everything in their business. I don't know, maybe ship also their products. But I realized like okay, there are other clients that they understand like in e-commerce there are different roles and I am just here to help with the ads and they have to do other things. So I focused on the ads. I worked with better brands and I realized like I'm good on this, so I don't do any more like email marketing, but I have done also like everything. Creatives on Canva, so
Yeah.
whatever you can imagine.
Copywriting. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Copywriting, yes.
I mean, I guess this is a transition probably with a lot of people in any business. I don't know, in any business. Yeah, I guess. Um, but then I started to understand. I remember I bought a course, okay, how to
Yes.
build your agency. And this is where I'm like, oh, okay, so you hire other people to do the work for you. You don't do the work. And this is how I understood. Yeah. So you asked me how involved I am. So now I am still in sales and still in client management, just kind of not full client management. Some clients I still handle. They're
The
a
high
bit
paying
big.
cast. Yeah.
Yes, high paying. And I can come into onboardings a little bit with the team and all of that. So I'm still a bit involved because I would say a lot of my work is operational, how to do operations, how to improve processes, meeting with the team and hiring, but also sometimes there is these you know issues with the work with the client, blah blah blah, that I have to sometimes um, to be involved, which is I don't like it, but then of course I know that my goal is to train the team more and train everyone, so I'm less involved, and I think this is this is a really hard kind of not hard, but I would say like it's a different strategy from when we started, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, definitely. I can completely understand what you're saying. And but another thing that I would like to mention is that whenever you like move away like from the freelancing model, you are starting to see for most like inexperienced business owners and agency owners, they like see suddenly their their profit margins shrink. So when did you make your first hire, and like did you see any shrinkage in your profit margins?
I made my first hire. I mean, when I started the agency 4 years ago, and it was a media buyer that was not good, and we stopped working together after 6 months, like less than 6 months, and I hired another person, so it was a bad hire. But yeah, definitely when I hired more and more people, margins shrinked, and this is where you kind of, yeah, there's also this like management of your margins and the payments that you pay, and like, yeah, and like making sure the margins are healthy, but also the team is you're fairly paid and the client is paying fairly. Like there's this always this calculation that is happening. Yeah, definitely shrinks. And so the vision or the goal is different now in terms of like now I cannot have yeah, like less clients. Like the amount of clients, if they're less, the business will be struggling. Like you have other targets are different standards. Yeah.
Yeah. I completely get it, and I want to ask you, how many hours do you work per day? Because right now, like that, you're not a freelancer, you have like a different set of activities that you do. So I'm wondering, like, what kind of activities and how many hours do you work per day, like casually?
So the funny thing is that you think sometimes that, okay, if you hire more people, you will work less. Actually, it's the opposite.
Yeah.
Hire more
Yeah.
people, you work more. Like more people, less problems. Actually, more people, more problems. But I'm not saying that the team that I have are, but like it's by just managing people there. But my team is
The
amazing. We're doing a great
structure.
job. Yeah. And when I used to do, for example, when I have 2 hours a day of media buying, long time ago, now I will utilize this 2 hours in other things like processes, like finding courses for the media buyers, or finding, we always look for that, like trainings, processes, and all of that. So this I'm working the same hours or more, but it's different, as you said, like different tasks.
Activities. Yeah.
Yeah. But so I would say 8 to 10 hours a day. Some days I don't work like 2 hours, 3 hours. Some days I work from 9 until 10. Yeah, it really depends. Depends also on some tasks, what's happening, what are we building, all of that within the week. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
And
this is why it's important to like what you do.
I want to ask like another thing about client acquisition, because you told me that you are very involved in sales. So my question was leading to that, like, because like, right now you focus on sales. So in the past you were working on Upwork, right, or Fiverr?
Both. We are top rated agency in Upwork
Okay.
and Fiverr, and we still have Fiverr and Upwork as funnels. We do email marketing as well, cold email, and we are
Okay.
launching advertising soon.
What do you do?
Launching ads soon.
Launching ads. Okay, that's
Yeah,
great. Yeah. So if you do media buying for other companies, you should better like do for your own company as well, right?
exactly. Yeah, funny enough that we don't yet. Yeah,
Yeah,
but
it's different kind of product as well. Like services, like you can get away with not running ads. With e-commerce business, you cannot, right?
100%. It's a different. Also the competition is different. I mean, it depends on the e-commerce, of course, but I mean, entering this market with ads, I know for sure there's high competition. So I was waiting for the right moment and the right kind of offer and ideas to enter the market. I'm curious, how is your acquisition usually?
Yeah, for us, it's ads at right now. organic, like through word of mouth, because like I have an e-commerce business myself that I run. Like I'm not hands-on the business right now because like I have a team around that. So yeah, I run my own ads though. Like I do the media buying as well. So for me, it's ads mostly, and for Andy too. But he's also like on Upwork as well.
Okay, okay. Cool. And ads is good? Like, are you getting good quality?
Yeah, mixed results.
Okay.
Mixed results. Yeah, it's not amazing. It can do better. And yeah, that's the main issue. Like ads are expensive. Like you have to pay to get like clients. So yeah, but I think it's a good channel to work on, because it's what I said. Like when you run ads for other people, you better have like killer ads for you as well. It's something good for an agency to have, I think. This is my concept, and I think that translates to the clients as well. Yeah, so I think you should better do them, like try them and see
Yeah.
how they perform. And also, like I would like to ask, because it's a really important thing apart from because you start with media buying, so I guess you are specializing more on the media buying stuff than on the retention side of the businesses. This is my assumption. You can correct me if I'm wrong. But I would like to focus on the technical side of the Facebook ads. Right now, like there is the technical side, how to set up the ads, and how like the strategy and the blueprint that you use, if you use any blueprint, and the decision making around them. But I'm seeing a lot of different opinions around the ads. Like it's have like everybody, like every media buyer has his own like strategy and how they work. And how do you feel about that? Is there any blueprint or any strategy that can work on ads? What's your opinion around that?
You're 100% right. Every media buyer, every, guru in the internet has their own blueprint and strategies. I think now, in my opinion, nowadays it's a lot about creative than really media buying and targeting, even though we still do interest testing. If the brand is small, we still do that, but we do broad, we do Advantage Plus and all of these. But then when we go higher in the ad spend to 50K, 100K, 200K, we go more cost caps, we go more bid caps. And to be honest, in detail, I don't have the detail because we have the senior media buyer that does this work. But I feel that nowadays there should be like a good creative strategy that is backing up the media buying. Media buying with 2 or 5 pictures, like we used to do that before, and scaling the ad spend on these creatives doesn't work anymore. So we focus a lot on creative strategy.
Okay. So you are doing also.
It's really a lot of processes.
So you are doing also creatives for your clients?
Yes. Yes, the creative strategy is really super important for us to we always look, we have a big process in like research, inspiration, ideation, scripting, like a full like process. We built a system around briefing and sending to the post-production team, post creation team, the editors, the designers, and then reviewing, and then launching, testing, analyzing, reviewing, launching, all of that.
Yes.
Iterations. It's
So you
in my
are
opinion,
creating,
creatives are a big part.
you are hiring also the creators and making also the ads, right? The videos for the clients.
Yeah.
Okay.
We also like work with hiring creators. You mean UGC creators? Yeah. We do UGC as well. Yes.
Okay.
So we also get the raw content from the brand. We do and we do our own UGC management. We have creators. We have partnerships with Below. If you know Below, we have partnerships with other creators.
Yeah, that's great. So how much someone should expect to pay for creatives, for example. So let's say someone, an e-commerce owner right now, is listening to us, how much he should expect, because there are people that they are expecting crazy things, like they can get video or different creators. Is it a cheap like process to make UGC content actually that will work? What is your approach on this? Because we had an interview with a guy that he was doing UGC creation. He has a big creative agency in US, and they are charging like $2,000. I mean, one to $2,000 per video. But they record the video. They go with their team. They do all the scenes, so they don't work like with platforms like Below. They have their own creators, and they do all this process. And it's a little bit expensive for e-commerce owners that are just starting out, but for brands that are like established, it's a normal cost. What do you could say that a price range is for UGC creatives?
I mean, 100% having like a full production with an agency, which is because you have scripting, you have actors, they're writing a whole ad and they're producing it. Of course, I think it's more expensive. What we do is we only work with UGC creators that are already experienced in the UGC field, and they know how to, of course, each creator has their own personality and all of that, and they're best for a specific niche. And it really depends, but starting with $100 per video to $200 or $300 per video for one creator to create UGC fully scripted from our side with a storyboard and all of that. This is, but we are actually partners with production agencies. There's one in Lisbon that they have already a team of creators and cameras, studio, and everything to do these kind of videos. But we don't really offer that a lot. Depends on the client. Our main offer is kind of like, it's like with our process, we do everything but not production.
Yes.
So we do all of the creative at scale, but not the production part, which is video, like filming and all of that. Yeah.
But you hire like the UGC creators, I suppose, like you hire UGC creators and they shoot the video for you and you do the editing, or this is the part of production that you don't do?
So they do the videos and we do the editing.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So you do that, like the filming you don't do, I suppose.
Yeah, the filming we don't do. We do the editing, of course. Yeah.
Okay, that's great. Yeah. And right now that we are like as you can imagine, like I asked this question because I really want to give value to like anyone that is trying to create like his own e-commerce store and try to actually understand like what is the key levers that he can pull if he wants to actually make this work. And as you said, like the media buying, it has some technical stuff that you need to know about. But there is much like the level of creatives is much stronger if you manage to pull like and bring to the table really good creatives. So what do you think? Like you have experience with e-commerce stores and commerce owners. Like what do you think is the main, like if somebody is starting right now an e-commerce business, what would you advise him to do? Because you have experience around that.
So if someone is starting and they're a new brand, I don't think that they have a lot of budget to spend. I think they want to test out their product with a 2,000 to 3,000 per month ad spend. I would say at the beginning, you don't need to do like a lot of creatives and to do like a big kind of process to create a lot, but you can start with creating maybe 15, 20 creatives a month, 10 to 20. and basically putting them out there to test the angles. So because here's the thing, the idea of creatives is that how can we create a message or a sales angle that can relate to the audience in different ways. For example, if we are selling sunglasses, we would say, okay, what are the benefits of sunglasses, right? You have the summer vibes. This is an angle, like, hey, enjoy the summer, blah, blah, blah. This is one. Another one, maybe protect your eyes. This is another angle. Third angle could be, I don't know, like, let's say these glasses are really hard and they are not easily breakable. So, like unbreakable sunglasses. So 3 angles are within one product. So I would go with testing different angles and different statics and some UGC content around the angles, like sending these products to like 5 creators and using these videos along the whole month, to see what's working. And yeah, they start with these ideas. They should start definitely with several angles and designs to just test out that. And when they want to scale, then they can scale the creative more later. I have kind of a what is it called? A plan, like a formula, but kind of a drawing. Like how do you call this? Like a graph of how you should start.
Yeah. So yeah, that's great, and I really like your structure that you have, like you said, like client acquisition and client retention, and I want to talk to you about the retention part because it's something that, as a result, like at the beginning, as a freelancer, you didn't offer that, I suppose, like as an offer. How that came about, and do you see any results with the customer retention side? Like how did you start like this process of just taking like a 360 approach of sorts?
Yeah. So I remember my second client. It's really funny. My second client we worked with for around a year and a half. They left us because they wanted to hire in-house, and that now they're coming back after a year. They were just gonna start with them again. But so when I started with them, I don't remember exactly what happened, but then I hired someone to help in email. This someone was a good, freelancer who knew about Klaviyo. We started with him. I guess because maybe the client asked me like, hey, I want to do email. I think it's good. Do you know someone? And I'm like, okay, I will do it for you. No problem. I hired someone who's good because I wasn't good at email at all. I know about email, but not that much. And this is where I found out that, like email basically contributes around 30 to 40 and sometimes half of the revenue, right? Of course, attribution is a mess between all of the platforms, but email could attribute a lot if you have a consistent strategy. And it's not only attributing to, just revenue, it's like customer loyalty, and people will see you on email, will see you on ads, will see you, Facebook, TikTok, Snapchat, Google, email. So it contributes to brand awareness and definitely long-term profit. So after that, we figured that, okay, I mean, email is working, one client, another client, third client. We're like, okay, we should really build a system around that. It's working. And what I realized is that like my whole mission, like let's say in the agency now, is structuring these services in a way that our customer doesn't feel that they're working with 2 different agencies. They're feeling that there's one agency handling all of that, which is acquisition and retention, and they have a harmony between them with design and emails. Because 2 of these, we really go intense on creative. Like also email designs are like important. So you have creative and you have email design. So a big creative team is in the back end working on creative and design and copywriting. And then you have the strategy part with that. But yeah, I figured that this, of course, retention is so important for any brand. Like if any brand out there want to start, immediately create your email flows and just make people, subscribe and get the customers, because the simple idea is that if you're spending, if you're having 2 ROAS, let's say spending $30 to acquire a customer, and this customer buys from you for $100. If you send an email and this customer in the following 3 months buys from you again to 200, you doubled your ROAS, right? With this one customer. So it's definitely important.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
And yeah, it's definitely important. Like I completely get it. And another thing that I would like to ask about the email marketing part. When you have like clients, it's difficult, like to justify for an e-commerce brand or someone that wants to start right now. It's easy to justify like the ad spend on the creatives and actually hire someone. But for the email marketing, most of the times it doesn't make sense. So like, what is the flow, or what is something that you would advise someone that's starting new? Like, should they do like email marketing right from the get-go, and like how?
So when if a brand is starting out, they should just set up the automations, or they're called flows on Klaviyo, which are the basic flows, like 6, 7, 8 flows, and just keep them there. That's it. One-time setup, keep them there, and your main goal is customer acquisition. When you have almost, let's say, 1,000, 1,500 subscribers, you can start doing campaigns yourself, sending 1 newsletter a week to try to make these people convert again. And of course, when you increase to 5K, 10K, 20K, 30K subscribers, then this is where you can hire a team to make it more optimized. And if you're paying more with traffic, paying more on ads, this is where you optimize your automations. You create more automations. You look at automations really in detail and how you can optimize the customer journey. This is where loyalty programs come in and all of that. But to start with, 6, 7 flows, set them up. You can find a lot of people, a lot of freelancers that can help you. No need to focus about design or anything. And when you are growing, then when you do like 50K, 100K a month, then start optimizing for a more, let's say, professional strategy to scale. Yeah,
it makes sense. And I want to ask you, like, so much, like your main clients are e-commerce owners, I suppose, right?
95%.
Okay.
Yeah, 95%. With email, 100%. With ads, we have like a bit of lead gen as well, and info products.
Yeah. Okay. And all these years that you have like all this this agency with all these like services that you provide to other people, haven't you considered actually creating an e-commerce store like for yourself and actually like promote that, since you have the expertise?
Good question. I really don't want to be distracted. Like I have enough headache just managing my agency and the team. Like here's the funny thing. I always think about it that, okay, now I have a product. My product is the people, and the way now that I run the agency, I consider myself really small compared to other agencies, that it's really about people, and I invest money in people. For example, when you say like invest in yourself, or build an e-commerce store, you can invest money to get awareness, blah blah blah, or to get traffic. But like I hire people, I pay like salaries and invest in them in trainings and everything to hopefully create, skills that can help other e-com brands. So there's so much to do with the agency that I don't have time to build e-commerce product, to be honest. But you have a point. Like, I have the system that can do that. Maybe later, if I'm more like chill. But now I'm still thinking about the structure of the agency, the hiring, the client communication, the more processes. Like, yeah.
Yeah, I completely get it. It's something that I can definitely understand. Like your own thing, and you want to focus on that because this is like your job. But on the other side, like I think that having an e-commerce agency who have the experience of that, like gives you insights on how like the e-commerce e-commerce owners actually think and how they actually behave and what they need to hear and what they need, like what are the struggles. So yeah, I think that it's a good like experiment. You can experiment like with dropshipping product and stuff. I really like this idea. I want to go to another thing, like, and then it is the last point that I want to make. Like we talked in the beginning that you were in right now you're in Lisbon, right?
Yes.
But your girlfriend is in Brussels. How comes that? How did that happen?
I met my girlfriend in Brussels, and
Yeah.
I then decided to move to Lisbon. But the plan is that she moves here because, yeah, like it's better. So she's still working, she has a job,
Yeah.
and the plan is hopefully she'll move here and we'll live here.
Okay.
Yes.
And your team is in Lisbon. Do you have like team all over the world? Because this a main debate that many agencies have other business as well, but agencies that you can do like you can have everyone remote. It's a big like dilemma that you might have. Like do a structure like a company, and I have like I control the culture and morale and have everyone in the same office, or I have like attract whatever talent that I have that I can bring and have everyone work remotely. How do you work right now?
Yeah, we are fully remote, but I like the point that you said. It's a struggle of like choosing, but it's I started remote, and I think I will have, if I want to have an office, I think it will be a big struggle to find the talent, definitely.
Yeah.
To find the talent in one specific area. So yeah, so my team is really from everywhere. Like we have people from Italy, from Argentina, from India, from Pakistan, from the Philippines, uh, from uh, from Algeria, from where also from Spain, from
Okay.
Poland. Yeah, so really different from with like from everywhere.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
yeah,
and
a
yeah,
remote hundred
it's
percent.
yeah, definitely. Like, and it's a really good way to attract talent, like because you are very limited when you are in a specific place. Yeah. So I get what you're saying, and there are benefits to having everyone remote, and I completely get that. And for Lisbon, like, why did you move to Lisbon? Like, we talk about it, but I want to like to talk about that because many businesses, e-commerce owners and agency owners have the same issue, which is the taxes. So tell us more about that.
So I mean Lisbon, like also other um, countries, they have this kind of structure where you can move and you could get like a tax relief as an entrepreneur or as business owner. And this is one of the reasons I moved here. Also, the weather is beautiful. I mean, this city, Lisbon, is amazing. Like, it's really nice. It's so active. There's just everything. So much foreigners and like people from all around the world. And Portuguese people are so nice. They're just so nice. Like, and they are so acceptable, and they're like just so nice to talk to. They're always cheering. So yeah, it's a structure, and this structure is like you move to a place as an entrepreneur to have this tax relief, and then your company is located in other places like in New York or in Hong Kong or in Malta, or so there's this kind of structure where you have your offices there, your employees also are there, you go visit, you will go do like monthly, quarterly meetings with the team and all of that.
Yeah, I get that. And about the taxes, like, what do you feel about that? Like, what are the places that can someone like working as a freelancer go and actually have tax benefits? I know, like here in Greece, it's something that a lot of people do actually. Like, whenever they are working remotely, most of them, a good portion of them actually move to Cyprus. Is a really good destination to go for tax benefits, and they actually move to Cyprus and live there just to pay. Like, the difference is a lot. Like, it's not minimal. Like, it's around 15% less, which is a lot. And many people actually do. Have you made the research around that and see like what other places like can you go, and what what choices actually agency owners and freelancers in general may have about that?
To be honest, I didn't do a lot of research because what happened is that I knew about Lisbon really like suddenly from a friend who told me, "Hey, you know that you can come to Lisbon, blah blah." But I knew I had other friends who are in Estonia that you can also do it in Estonia. You get also tax benefits, and Cyprus, as you mentioned. What else? Dubai.
Dubai, yeah.
Dubai was a place as well. But for me, I wanted to be in Europe and I wanted good weather. So definitely not Estonia. Thank you.
Yeah.
So going to Portugal. And I didn't know about Cyprus a lot. I knew about it later. But yeah. Yeah, I think Cyprus will be the next location for trending location. Is it kind of new, right?
No, it's not
Or
new. Many, I don't think. No, it's not new. Definitely not. Like, not new. A lot of like old money out there. Actually, like this difference between Greece and Cyprus, like it's happening like for like decades. But yeah. I think that because you said new, is that something changed in Portugal right now, like in the past, like how it works? Because I didn't get that.
the one in Portugal has been live for 10 years, the system. Now it's
Yeah.
stopped. This is what I heard. I'm not sure. They say it's extended 1 year, blah, blah, blah. But okay, you have also problems. Like Lisbon is an expensive city to live now, and rent is expensive, housing is expensive because of this reason. And the local people are complaining, which they have, total right of like, you know,
Yeah.
a lot of foreigners come, they invested, which is good. I think they improved the city. I'm pretty sure there's improvements, but then they're like, okay, that's it. We cannot handle anymore. Sorry, because I had a call. Do you still hear me, guys?
Yeah.
Okay. My
We're going to
phone was,
close now. It's okay.
yeah.
So
Sorry
you
about that.
can take the call.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
Oh, okay. Okay. Tell me, like, continue.
Uh, so I was saying that people are definitely, they have the right, like local people, to complain because everything became so expensive, especially real estate. And here the salaries is not as good as compared to other places. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, we know the struggle here in Greece. Like, the rents are going high. They're not as high as Lisbon, I must say that, but also the payments, like the monthly like salary here in Greece is also less than Lisbon. So we have the same issue, and we have high taxes. So I don't think that Lisbon will actually solve the real estate issue with just like removing that. But yeah, it's a good way for like to do at least something. But yeah, it is crazy, like how crazy this how expensive these places have become right now. And actually, you being and us as well, like being like working remotely, and you can work from all over the world. This is a huge like privilege that you have, that you can actually choose what are you going to pay like as taxes, which I really find that like really a blessing that many people
Yeah.
don't actually address. Yeah. So yeah, I really like what you said right now. I don't know if you have like anything else you want to share with our audience, like any last words.
Any last words? No, I mean, everything is fine. I mean, if you have any ecom owners or anything, I hope they do good. Like, I don't know what I can give them, but I mean, just
Yeah.
don't give up, and you will like do ads, you'll spend money, you'll invest, you will not get the best ROAS as any ecom store, and then hopefully like change your offers, like fix your funnels, and hopefully you will grow and scale.
Yeah, definitely. And the ad spend is keep rising, but that's okay.
Yeah.
We'll manage that. We'll find
Yeah.
a way to market. Okay. Thank you very much,
Thank you.
Talal, for your time. It was really
Yes,
nice
Jean-Claude.
for you having this call, and yeah, uh, yeah, and having this call with us, and like actually like talking with other agency owners is something that it really helps in this world. So yeah, thank you for coming by.
Thank you, guys. Thank you very much. It was great talking to you. Bye.
Okay, and this is the pod.